Will Wheaton! Will Wheaton! Well, how many was that?
Number 10. Penny's new bathroom mirror. The show doesn't spend a lot of time in Penny's bathroom, but if you were paying attention in season 3, you would have seen some major changes take place in that room.
Sweetie, you really can't hold your liquor, can you?
First, let's take a look at Penny's bathroom in the second episode of season 3, when both her and Leonard are puking their guts out. You'll see that above the sink is a mirrored medicine cabinet, and beside the sink is a tall cabinet.
Are you okay?
Now come with us as we skip ahead 6 episodes, when Penny falls in the shower and Sheldon comes to her rescue.
They're holding umbrellas.
What?
The ducks in my tub.
You'll see that the cabinet next to the sink is shorter, and the medicine cabinet has been replaced by a full-wall flat mirror.
I could call you a cab or an ambulance.
No, I can't wait that long. You gotta help me, please.
All right, let it never be said that Sheldon Lee Cooper ignored the pleas of a damsel in distress.
Number 9. Laundry room plea.
Good lord. Why don't you just take your clothes down to the river and beat them with a rock?
There are signs one expects to see in the laundry room of an apartment building. Things like keep an eye on your clothes, remove items from pockets, and machines don't accept bills. But there's a sign in the laundry room of the apartment building at 2311 North Los Robles Avenue that you might not have noticed.
I get it. Leonard has no business being involved with a waitress/actress who felt so insecure that she lied to him about finishing community college.
One that reads, "Please keep your clothes on while doing laundry." Why is it there? Did one of the tenants try to do their laundry naked one time, forcing management to put up the sign?
They don't know how to use their shields.
Shields?
Yeah, like in Star Trek when you're in battle and you raise the shields.
We don't know. And we're going to assume for Leonard's sake that a large flag counts as clothes.
This is the level you're stooping to.
No, this is the level I am stooping to.
Number 8. Penny's couch. In the second episode of the series, Penny has some Swedish furniture delivered in a big flat box.
Guys, seriously, I grew up on a farm. Okay, I rebuilt a tractor engine when I was like 12. I think I can put together a cheap Swedish media center.
It's never referred to by name, but come on, we all know it's IKEA. However, that isn't the only piece of IKEA furniture in the future Mrs. Hofstadter's apartment. In fact, the most prevalent piece of furniture in her apartment is also from the awesome Yellow and Blue store. When the show's set decorator, Anne Shea, was furnishing Penny's apartment, she was looking for pieces that would match Penny's personality and budget, and she found the perfect couch at IKEA.
Are you suggesting I sleep on the couch?
Well, it wasn't the first suggestion that came to mind, but it's the one I'm going with.
Well, the price was right, but none of the colors the company offered were right, so Shea had it reupholstered. Och, voila! That's Swedish for and voila.
There was a tall man from Cornwall whose length exceeded his bed. My body fits on it, but barely upon it. There's no room for my big Cornish head.
Number 7. Clothing continuity. Given that the laundry room scenes are focused on dialogue and the action taking place, we could easily assume that the clothes the characters are washing would be just random items from their respective wardrobes.
Of course I'm doing laundry. Saturday night is laundry night, and I'm in a laundry room, so I believe your inference is justified.
But apparently that is not the case. The fact is that most of the time they're washing clothes they wore in the previous episode.
I have 2 words for you: Jurassic Park.
For example, in the 18th episode of season 2, Penny is wearing a yellow top and pants with a flower pattern.
Deepwater sailor just come from Hong Kong.
Anyway, hey, blow the man down.
Jump to Penny doing laundry in the next episode, and what do we see among the pile of clothes? Yep, a yellow top and flower pants.
Satellite dish and paint my bedroom. Yay.
Pretty cool, right? Number 6. Poster on Raj's wall. If we look at Raj's apartment over the years, while much of it stays the same, he seems to enjoy redecorating the area right next to the fridge. In the first couple seasons, there's a framed photograph above a wood unit with a lamp on it.
This is a very old building. 60 years.
But if we check out season 4, we see the table has moved there. And there's a piece of art and a neon something on the wall. However, by season 6, the art and the neon have gone, replaced by a very cool framed Science of Cocktails poster.
I like your jersey.
Thanks, I love hockey.
For a scientist who, at that point, couldn't talk to women without a cocktail, we think it's an ironically wonderful piece of set decor.
Do you even like hockey?
No? Bought this in the Staples Center when I went to see Taylor Swift.
Number 5, only one staircase set. Like the long hallways of the West Wing, the staircase in The Big Bang Theory is where so much great walking and talking takes place.
In conclusion, I believe the painful sensation felt after passing a meal of spicy chilies is proof that the rectum does possess the sense of taste.
But we're pretty sure the president and his advisors didn't have to stop every few feet and go back to the beginning to continue their conversation. Yep, that's exactly how the Big Bang cast had to film those staircase conversations.
I concur, but you changed the subject. What are we doing for Valentine's Day?
Oh, you caught that, did you?
There's actually only one elevator set with stairs on either side, and to film all the scenes, the cast members would walk up one flight, stop filming, and go back to the bottom, wait for the set to be redone as a different floor, and continue. Or do it all in the other direction for walking downstairs.
You can see these stairs go to nowhere. We actually all have to get very intimate down here like this, and he has to hold my leg. That's part of my own process.
Number 4, Raj's apartment and Bernadette's apartment.
Sheldon, tell my parents that Howard and I are just friends. Sheldon? Howard and I are just friends!
You know how Superman and Clark Kent are never in the same place at the same time, and yet no one really ever puts 2 and 2 together and deduces that Clark is the Man of Steel? Well, we will admit that we never noticed that Raj's apartment and Bernadette's apartment are rarely, if ever, seen in the same episode together.
This is weird.
What?
I was Googling that girl I've been dating and I found her blog.
Cool. Anything juicy?
Because just like Superman and Clark Kent, they're the same apartment. Did we just blow your minds? But unlike Clark Kent, who just puts on a pair of glasses, the crew at The Big Bang Theory make multiple color, decor, and floor plan changes to keep the apartment's secret identity a secret.
How was dinner at your mom's?
Awful. I had to rubber ointment all over her again.
Why can't she do it?
Because we've got a deeply unhealthy relationship.
Number 3, the costumes are all DC.
So you guys coming to my New Year's Eve costume party?
Of course. We're coming as the Justice League of America.
Switching it up from last year when we came as the Justice League of America.
Anyone who watched The Big Bang Theory noticed that the guys like to dress up as superheroes, and Leonard, and especially Sheldon, often wore superhero t-shirts. But what you might not have noticed is that those costumes and those t-shirts were all DC characters. Even the superhero props that make it onto the show are almost always DC. Think the Batman cookie jar, or the rare Aquaman Stewart gets Sheldon to buy.
Don't try and trick me into buying something I don't want. Now let's talk Aquaman.
So what do the guys have against Marvel? Nothing. However, it's worth noting that DC Comics is owned by Warner Brothers, who are also the ones that own The Big Bang Theory.
Looks like someone else is gonna have to be Wonder Woman.
Number 2, Amy's apartment number.
What are you doing here?
Quick, on The Big Bang Theory, what is Amy Farrah Fowler's apartment number? What about Will Wheaton's house number? Don't worry, we didn't know either. But as it turns out, both of them are fun little Easter eggs.
I think I'm too sick to go to the funeral.
You're sick? You poor kid. We'll see ya.
You see, Amy's apartment number is 314, the first 3 numbers, of course, of pi. And given how much Sheldon loves pi, it makes sense that he would fall in love with a woman who lives at such an address.
21642019989, and that little lady is pi to 1,000 places.
As for Mr. Wheaton, his house number on the show is 1701. Which, as all you Star Trek fans know, was the registry number of the USS Enterprise on Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Will Wheaton! Will Wheaton! Well, how many was that?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, photos on Penny's fridge.
If I had more than a box of baking soda in my refrigerator, I wouldn't have to take that.
For this one, we head back inside to Penny's apartment and right over to her fridge. And while it was often pretty empty inside, the outside was always covered with lots of photographs. Now, when it comes to the photographs, you would expect to see lots of pictures of Penny with her friends, like Leonard, Amy, and Bernadette.
Sheldon, being physical with Amy is a huge step for you.
Yeah, are you ready for this?
And those photos are indeed on the fridge. But you'll also find a number of photographs of actress Kaylee Cuoco with other members of the show's cast and crew.
Hi, I'm taking you shopping. My baby is sad and I'm gonna make him happy again.
It's a cool Easter egg and a sweet reminder of how close the cast and crew became, working with each other so much for so many years. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.